Hi guys, how are you doing? This is your African fruit farming queen. Today I am in September. Do you remember this farm sometimes back? We were here to plant, to do a follow-up, and finally our apple trees are bearing apple fruits. And we are here to harvest, do a follow-up, and also give some guidelines in these plants because we can see some of them look shagarabagaras. They don't look very well, so we want to explain to the farmer what they didn't do or what they did and it wasn't supposed to be done, or what was to be done and it wasn't done. Are you getting my English there? Anyway, this is your African fruit farming queen. Welcome to my today's video. This is in Elgeyo Marakwet County. Your fruit farming queen, not only planting with you, my people. I am here to grow, to harvest. I tell you that this is a long-term business partnership. Welcome.
Kwa majina ni Edwin Kiprotich. Mimi ndio nafanya kwa hii farm ya hii matunda ya Wambugu. Shida ambayo naipitia hapa ni hii ya scales, hii kumasis na maneno na mchwa na fruit fly. Hizo ndio imenipa changamoto hapa na mambo na maji.
Okay. I have also observed scales. One of the major problem in this farm is scales and termite, as he has mentioned. And also these problems are very serious because the water is not enough. So what happens to scales? Ukiona sasa kama haka, huwa kana suck water from the plant. And you see, the plant itself haina maji enough. So the moment ina suck mpaka kanaeza dry. Napata kana zingine zimekuwa kuni. So first thing, you solve the problem ya maji permanently. Ikue kabisa, umesolve your problem. And then, after that, you prune all these plants. We need to do a thorough pruning. Unaona most of them ziko na mabushes. Okay. Thorough pruning, ndio sasa ukuja you spray your pesticide. And then from there, sasa hiyo shida ya termites, unapiga hiyo dawa ya termite pale chini. Kwa miti zote. Now if possible, we have some people who are very good in getting the queens. Unaweza toa queen kwa shamba ndio ikue umetafuta a permanent solution, but hii scales lazima make sure mti inapata maji enough even before spraying anything.
Okay.
You make sure that the plant is getting enough water. Then also nimeobserve hizi miti zako ziko na tumatunda very small sizes. Sasa tukikuja kuanalyze huyu tumatunda ni size kidogo, very small. Ni tu size tudogo sana. So that means mti yako haijafidiwa vizuri. So it needs some more nutrients. Okay. So uongezee mbolea. Juu miti ni kubwa, uongezee mbolea kama wheelbarrow mzima hapa. Na ukiongezea mbolea, make sure iko na maji. Usipe mbolea kama hauna maji, juu itachoma mti wako. So make sure mbolea and water enough.
So
then
kinyesha niweke mbolea sasa.
The better. Juu tuko almost season ya mvua, kukinyesha hiyo season ikianzia uweke mbolea hapo.
Yeah. So natoa hizi kama huyu mwenye ashiki huyu. Hii nyebamba. Na wacha kama hii ninashika matunda.
Sasa kama huyu ndio tunatoa, juu anaficha hao wengine jua. Tunaangalianga mwenye anaficha hao wengine jua. Juu sasa tukitoa huyu hakuna mtu anaficha, hakuna branch inaficha jua. Okay. So tunamkatia hapo, aache kuficha hao wengine jua. Huyu juu amefilisika ni kama ni mgonjwa, pia tunamkatia huko chini. Unaangalia either yenye si nini, either yenye si healthy ama yenye inaficha zile zingine jua. Let's talk about pruning. And in this case, we are pruning these plants which are over 2 years. And we are targeting them to have good production. These plants should be producing more than 200 fruits per season. But because they are having a lot of branches, like this one here, you see, it's not having not even a single fruit, but it's having a lot of branches. So in this case, we should reduce the number of branches for it to fruit and also for the health of this particular plant. One, we are looking for the healthy branches. If the branches are healthy, you don't have to remove them. But if the branches are not healthy, like some in my neighboring plant here, like this one, you remove it. Na unakata. If this is the main branch, you remain like how many inches? 2 inches there, and then you cut at that size. That's what I've done here. So, and also we also want to open the canopy to make sure that the plant is getting direct sunlight in almost all the branches. So generally that is what we look at. Pruning for the plant to have air circulation, to prevent disease, a good environment for disease to breed and to spread, and also for the flowers. In case of flowers, of the plant flowering, we reduce the rate of flower abortion due to lack of direct sunlight. So we will also cut this one because it's getting too tall. And in this case, hey, I need to eat some more ugali. In this case, it's not helping us because we want fruits, not just but a plant. Are we together? So that is what we are doing. But this one, they are having the fruits. We will wait for it to, for us to harvest the fruit. You see, like this one, they are having scales. And this scale will easily kill your plant. I say scales is one of the major pests that will kill your apples. And it spreads faster, especially in places where your apples are not getting enough water. So I will let go all these branches that have scales in this plant, so that once my farmer come to spray the pesticide, it will be effective. Yep. So we leave it clean like that, and this is a rootstock. So we are leaving a plant like this. So once we spray and we cleanse it, the plant will start branching very well and it will fruit well. Other than when we had a very unhealthy plant, which was not producing and it is almost dying. So generally that is what we do when we are pruning, cleaning those branches that are hiding the other plant direct sunlight, so that we can have good producing plant. We don't want trees. We want a plant that is producing. Still troubleshooting in Kerio Valley. Kata hiyo branch. Huyu. Unaona huko juu vile sio healthy. Tukuje. Sasa unakuja. Si uko na huyu. Unapanda na huyu mti hivyo. Huyo. Ako na maua na anaweza zaa, ako na potential. Ikiwa imefunguka hivyo iko sawa. I hope you are learning something or some things, because you see my farmer has been taking care of these plants, but most of them are rootstock. They forgot to remove the rootstock. Look at this. We have done a very unpleasant job to remove the branches that are below the graft, and these plants are 2 years. That's why you see they are very big plants that should be giving very many fruits, but instead of that, all the energy that our plant is getting from the roots is feeding the unnecessary branches from the rootstock. That is one of the major care that you should take. Make sure the rootstock is removed, and especially this first year after transplanting. This is your African fruit farming queen. I say we not only plant, but we grow with you. We will do a follow-up and get to see how your plants are doing. In case of delayed production, like in this farm, they had delayed production. They're having very few plants fruiting. So I came personally to see what is not happening. And I found that the plants are overpopulated. And some of them, not only the plant that is overpopulated, the root stock is colonizing my grafted apples. So I hope you are also learning. If this is the case, my friend, you need to go tomorrow, prune your plants mercilessly. Make sure that they are pruned, and then you boost the growth of that plant in terms of adding calcium, potassium, and also you fungicide. And in case there are pests, this particular section, we don't have any pests. I'm here to walk with you this journey, showing you the challenges that the fellow farmers are facing and how we can solve the problem. For more information, +2547 90 266 190 or +2547 27 770 778. Thank you very much for walking with me around this Kerio Valley. And let me go back to, am I going to Eldoret or to Nyeri? I will know as I go around the roads. Thank you.